wanted to do in each lesson, right? So I would pick the ones that I wanted to hit, right? And then teachers will be able to speak the target language objectives and also be able to communicate and understand with each other, okay? Multiculturalism, this one I'll explain really quickly. This one is about teaching students about other cultures using your content material. That is very difficult to do, okay? In this case, teachers will understand Mr. Lim's sense of humor may sometimes be not very funny because it's American humor, okay? And how do I assess my cool teachers thinking my humor is really like lame? Teachers' faces will look very annoyed or have wide eye. I can't, like, buying, right? Okay. Eyes rolling. Okay, that's how I assess, right? So that's my assessment. Okay, and then on the back, this is the hook. So hook is basically the start of the lesson, right? How you grab the person, your student's attention. It doesn't even have to be like, you don't have to bring an elephant to a class. Okay, it can just be like, you can be singing, right? Or you can play your favorite music. I always like to do that. Like, I play my favorite music. I just play it and just wait for students to stop talking. And that makes me feel very happy because it's my favorite music. That kid over there, when you go like this, I don't care. It's my music. Deal with it, right? Okay. Very short. For the hook, engage teachers' interest with a brain teaser. They also hate me now. And then modeling means how I will teach the content to my students. Okay. So tell the teachers how to use the puzzle. Okay. And then CFU, checking for understanding. This is basically the same thing as throwing a ball, right? So I'll be looking at teachers' reactions. Okay, and I also asked some questions about the activity, right? And I knew most of you, by your answers, you basically knew what to do, okay? And then guided instruction. Guided instruction means you as a teacher will guide the students to the content objective. Okay, so the content objective, like I said, was about using verbs, noun, pronoun, blah, 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 all that, right? So how would I guide my students to reach that goal? Okay? So I'll say, I will first introduce the different question and sentence patterns review with the teachers. Okay, you'll see in a minute. Okay? I will use hand gestures or different anecdotes. Okay? How do I check for this? I will be asking teachers to show me a movement to show they understand that verb. Okay? You guys don't need to do this if you don't want to. Okay? I know it's Friday. So. Okay, and then lastly, this is very important. Every guided instructions, the last part, individual instructions, that means you are giving all the balls to the kid. Okay? This is where they have to do the content themselves without the teacher's help. Okay? That way, you know how many balls they actually caught. Okay? So the wrap up here, I'll give a ticket out the door. Ticket out the door is like a very easy sheet of paper with a couple of very difficult questions. Like if you look at the content objective, you guys may have, I'm sure all of you have finished teaching a lot of the same material, right? So you know which section in which chapter the students have the most trouble, right? Okay, so write those questions on a piece of paper, very easy. Okay, and before they leave the classroom, give this to them here, 5 minutes, finish it. Okay, when they finish writing it, write their names on it, and then when you take it back, don't grade it. Okay, don't grade it. Okay, just take a look. You see a name, this person got it. This person has no clue. Right? You can quickly check how your student's doing and if they're reaching your content objective, which is the most important one. Okay, social it's okay, but the most is the content. So keep doing that. Okay, and then when you're finished, you can keep it or throw it away. It's up to you. Okay. Alright, so that's basically the lesson plan for this lesson. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna continue the lesson now. Alright. So hello everybody! Good morning. All my early morning students are there. Okay. Alright, so I would like us to review a couple of question sentences we learned before. Okay, so repeat after me. Okay, you don't have to. Okay, what do you like to buy? Oh, the kids go, oh, buy. Okay, I'll say, oh, show me buy. Show me the verb buy. And you, like, some throw money at me. I was like, oh, cool, okay. Okay, and I'll say, oh, what do you like to eat? Okay, like President Obama eating very funny, right? Okay, and I always like to put funny pictures. Okay, I can just put the word, right? But it's that extra effort, extra energy, I guess, on Friday energy to put funny stuff on the PowerPoints. Students will be more likely to look at it. Even if they don't really understand what's going on, at least their focus is on you and not the girl next to them, you know? Okay. Alright, next, I'll go through these real quick. What do you like to play? Okay. Usually with your students, you always talk to them, right? Or you don't, I don't know. But when you talk to them, you kind of understand what they like, right? A lot of these young girls or young guys, they like K-pop now or something. So you can put K-pop pictures like twice or whatever, and everyone will go nuts. I guarantee you, they'll go crazy. And it's just one picture anyway. Okay, so I know a lot of these, my youngest junior high school students likes to play LOL, Inshon, like whatever. So I put this famous guy, Faker, okay, on it, and the kids love it. They're like, oh, Faker, Faker! Okay, and what do you like to drink? Put a funny picture. That's me in the mornings. Okay. Alright, what do you like? Okay. And I always put a funny one. I tell all my students, alright, what do you like? Say, I love English. And they all say, I hate English. Just to be funny. But it keeps them laughing, right? And then, what do you like to see? My personal favorite, I like Conan. I'm like a huge Conan fan. So I put Conan up there. And I get to enjoy it, because I get to watch it during my lesson. Oh, that's nice, right? Okay, and then these are a couple new words, right? So this is where I would have the students do the verbs with me, right? Okay, cook. Okay, and then they say cook, and I'll say, show me how to cook. Okay, and one person might be stabbing another person. Okay, he'll say, no, that's not how you cook, that's how you kill. Okay, and then wear, okay, wear pants. Okay, and then cut. And cut. And then you can ask questions back, really quick questions. You can ask, what do you like to cook? Point at the student, right? Okay, usually simple questions, it's okay to ask them quick questions, it's okay. But difficult questions, you have to make sure students practice the question first before you go, okay, go! Okay, what does E equals MC squared? Go, solve it. They'll be like, okay? And then their brain will check out for the rest of the lesson. And they'll hate you. I hate you, Mr. Lin. Okay. I'm serious, they might remember that. Okay? So, you want it to be easy questions, you know all of them can get it, then you can just ask them. Okay? Alright. Okay, so, I asked one time, what do you like to cut? And I asked a boy, what do you like to cut? Said, I like to cut my sister. I was like, oh, let me talk to your parents. That's kind of weird. Okay. Alright, so, yeah, all these go on. Okay, so, this is where the lesson design comes into play. All these, some of these things are in their work textbooks. Okay, I could have chosen other stuff, but I wanted them to practice their textbook vocabulary, right? So I put all these up here. So the beauty about you designing your lesson, you know how you can make it funny. Okay, so I put my name on there. Okay, I put my name. Okay, a pig, my face, a baby. Okay, you know how junior high school kids are. They laugh at anything. Okay, chicken, a girl. Okay, my hair. Okay, a bus, PS4. Some of them like to play PlayStation 4. And you can put twice or like, I don't know, was it BTS? I don't know. Okay, you can put some of their interests up on the board. Okay, and then this is where I would say, I need 2 volunteers. So this is my guided instructions. Okay, 2 helpers. Anybody? Come on. One more person? Nobody? Okay. Thank you. I'll give you $10,000. You too. We'll get 2,000. Okay. All right. So you'll tell a student. Okay. I have question cards. Question cards are all the ones we have already practiced and reviewed, right? And the next person will get is an answer card. Okay. Answer cards are nouns or pronouns that are on it. Okay. So then, can you shuffle it? where you would judge a student. Of the 2 students that came up, you know their level is a little bit low, then you can guide them through the question. So this activity is the question will ask the answer. The question that is on the piece of paper. Okay, so you can ask.
What do you like to kick?
What do you like to kick? Okay. Yes. See her face? By that face, you know all the kids gonna laugh. Like the moment she says it. Okay, that's where your lesson design comes from. All these can be a possibility. Okay, all the kids down there is like, oh, which one is it? I got kicked twice, and you got kicked who, right? Okay, so you like to kick beef noodles. That makes no sense, but it's funny. Kids laugh. Okay? Right? Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, that way they get to practice the nouns, pronouns, and the verbs in a way that they can have fun, right? Usually they laugh a lot is like, what do you like to kick? I like to kick Mr. Lin, okay? And I would like try to run away, you know? But yeah, so this is all in the design, right? If I put really boring stuff like my house or blue or red, it's kind of boring. But if you design it to be funny, the kids will react to it. Okay, all of you guys can do this. Okay, I don't want to hear, oh, I don't know. No, you guys are professionals. You guys are really smart. All of you can, trust me, I know. Okay? Alright, and do you guys want to try this activity or no? Okay, no. Alright. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically the activity. And then afterwards, this is where the individual instruction comes from. Okay, individual. I have a blank answer and a blank question. Okay, they make their own question and answer. Okay, you just hand it out to random people, but you have to kind of count to make it balanced. Okay, after they finish writing it with a marker to save paper, right, love trees, all that stuff, recycle, anyway. And then you say, okay, you got 10 seconds to find a pot and go. Okay, and they usually write like really funny stuff, like funny like my shoes or something. And then they will try to find the most funniest questions that they can match with. Okay, and I would usually find one of the students in the class that never laugh or never talk. And I'll tell them, if this is your challenge to everybody. If you can make a sentence that make that student laugh, you get a prize. Okay, and everyone's like, oh! And if someone would cheat, they would go up to them, oh, laugh, I'll give you like half the candy. It's like, they're like politicians already at that age. But it's really fun, right? And then you make laugh, and then you would turn to that kid every time they say something. And that kid would be like, first they would be very shy, and if you keep doing that, they would start laughing. They would get a kick out of it, yeah. So, you know, try to keep everybody engaged in your classroom. Okay. Alright, so that's the activity. How are we doing on time? Okay, so this is basically my content objective, right? What I wanted them to learn. Okay. There might be mistakes. Cough, cough, cough. Please tell me. Okay, so question is what do you like plus a verb. Okay, answer nouns or pronouns plus a noun. Right? My leg, noun, pronoun, and things like that. Okay. And then this is where before they leave the class, I will let them write this. Okay, so they would need to create a question. They need to create an answer. And then they need to give me a sentence with these two combined together. That way I can check when they hand me this piece of paper. Oh, they understood the answer is pronouns and nouns. Okay, if they write answer like what do you like to kick, then you know they don't really understand the sentence structure. Okay, so this is a quick way for you to check your lesson. Okay. Alright, so rinse and repeat the process is basically what I'm saying is start a lesson, don't worry about failure. Okay? Some of these lessons, I was very lucky because I teach the whole school. So I have 31 classes to teach. So I get to do this 31 times, which is cool. Okay, I know some of you might think this is really, why is it boring, you're teaching the same lesson? No, I can keep changing it. Right? I teach one lesson, I realize, oh, that didn't work, then I can change it and keep changing it to a point that I think the students are learning the contents or objective 100% all the time. Okay, you can keep doing that. For you guys are not so lucky, right? You guys teach one lesson and bye-bye, right? So the only way you can do is teach that lesson, write notes, and then hope for the best for next year, right? Or the next semester, or like a review session, okay? But always write down notes about the lesson, right? You teach a lesson, you write down what went well, what didn't went well, why is my students not learning, or why my students are learning. That's also very important, okay? Because I guarantee you, every one of your students is learning something from you. Okay, sometimes I know you don't feel it. You're like, oh, my students don't know anything. No, they're learning something from you all the time. Okay, so I'll go through this real quick. Start your lesson. Don't worry about failure. Implement your lesson plan, like what I just did. Okay, while you are teaching your lesson, get a feeling of what is working and what isn't. Revise your lesson. Look at your students' assessments. What you can improve on your next lesson. Strengths and weaknesses of your lesson. So my strengths, after I'm teaching you guys, I got a sense that you guys, enjoyed this. I think it's pretty good. My weaknesses, should have done this on a Friday, right? Okay, maybe a Monday or Tuesday or something. And my weaknesses, I should have paid you guys all money. Okay? Alright? So that's how you're always trying to figure out your lesson. Alright, so I'm going to show you one that I did. This one took me kind of a long time to plan, but you guys can take this lesson and kind of bring it down if you want. Bring it down. Alright, oh, skipping. Okay, so these are all my interests, right? I like movies, NCIS, Sherlock Holmes, Conan, Where's Wally, and I want to put all this into my lesson. Okay, while reaching the content objective. Right? Okay, so I'll quickly do a demo lesson with you guys. So this lesson is called the paper killer. Okay, and let me just stick out first. Okay, so can I have you guys be in groups of 3? Okay, 3, 3, and 2 would be perfect. Okay, now remember guys, you are all friends here, right? You guys are all teachers, so talk to each other. Say hi. While I'm getting my things, please say hi and say, my name is, such and such. Which school do I teach? Okay, alright. Okay. Hello everybody. Okay. So I was going to have you guys, like a couple of people to help me. But as I was looking at what's happening, I noticed you guys were still talking. And you guys were engaging in proper tasks. That task I assigned you guys to do. So that way, so then I decided, oh, I'm just gonna hand stuff out to you guys and you guys can keep talking. Okay, so sometimes like that in a lesson, observe your students, right? See what they're doing. If they're doing something that is correct, don't stop them. Okay, give them more time. Okay. Alright, good. Alright, so this lesson is called a paper killer. Like I said before. Okay, let me try to find it here. Okay. makes you loud. Okay, the font might be a little bit weird because I didn't install all the fonts, by the way. Yeah. Okay, so today all of you guys are FBI agents. FBI was a psycho agent. I don't know what you call it. Okay, so today our story is about the paper killer. Okay, do you guys know what killer means? And so, okay, alright. Alright, so good, let's move on. Okay.
Hello detectives, so glad to have you here to help with the investigations. My name is Detective Morris. I will be helping you with the investigations today. Let us check your case file. Now open up the folder. Mr. Lin will now talk to you about the case.
Thank you, Detective Morris. Alright, so this here is a simple PowerPoint, right? The voice, you can go online and get free voice samples. Okay, you type the English one, they read it for you. Okay, sometimes it sounds really strange like a robot, so then you might have to just re-say some sentences. But this way, students won't keep hearing your voice, right? They'll be, oh, who's that, right? Okay, so all of you guys have this case file, and can you guys all read to me what is the case file number on your case file folder? Good. Okay, that way I knew every group is paying attention. Okay, that's one way for me to check if you guys understand what I'm saying. Sound very good. Okay. All right, let's move on.
The victim's name is Thomas Ship. He was 24 years old. He was an English teacher in Changhua Junior High School. We don't know who the killer is so far, but...
Okay, so he's the victim. Do you guys know what victim means? Yeah. Okay. And so he was 24 years old. He got killed by the paper killer. That's how I got the job. Okay. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Some of you guys, really? Okay. And this picture is a stock picture. Okay. Usually with pictures, it's sometimes be safe to use stock pictures. Because sometimes copyright pictures might, some kids might have a problem with that. You always want to protect yourself. Okay. Alright, I don't know who he is. That looks like my brother.
There is the criminal called the paper killer. We do not know who he is.
Okay, so we don't know if the paper killer is a he or a she, right? We don't know.
The killer always leaves behind a paper origami at the crime scene.
Okay, so I'll explain this later. Okay.
However, we have 5 suspects.
Okay, we have 5 suspects, and I will say a joke. Xin Yifan, right? Xin Yifan. You guys already heard of it before. Well, the junior high school kids, they love it. Oh, Xin Yifan, why is it boy? Okay, alright. Okay, so everyone gets laughing, it's fun. Okay.
Please check the case file that is in front of you, detectives. Inside the case file folder, you will find different documents that you will need to solve this case. Please take out the list of suspects.
Okay, so please open up in your case file folder. Try to find the suspect page. Suspect page. Okay. This one right here. Okay. So you should have 4 pieces of paper. Just take out the suspect one. Yes. Okay, perfect. Alright. Okay, everybody ready? Okay, let's move on. Let's start.
Let us learn their names. The first suspect is Howard Johnson.
Okay, so basically here I would have the students repeat after me so they learn the names. Right. Oh, thank you. I have a student now, yes. Let me buy you a car. Okay. Alright, so I'll skip these really fast. Okay.
And the last?
Okay.
Do not worry. You can ask them questions later. Now, let's go to the first crime scene.
Okay, so we're going to the first crime scene. Okay, the first crime scene is the ice cream store. Okay, with anything you give the students, I always tell them, do not open until I say so, right? Even with little kids, you put like something on the table and play with it already, right? So you want to teach them, this is my social objective. Teach the students, be able to have things in front of them and they don't touch it. Okay, that's my social objective for my junior high school kids. Okay, and I'll say, okay, don't open it yet. Let's continue with the story. Okay. Now this one of the English teachers was very kind enough to 录他的声音. 然后我把它声音放大。
Hello, detectives. My name is Detective Jones. This is the first crime scene. Oh no, we can't eat ice cream anymore. Anyway, now take a look at your crime scene 1. Evidence tag.
Okay, so this is why I say, okay, don't open it yet. I know you guys want to, but let me show you what's inside. Crime scene evidence 1 tag. So you'll have 2 pictures, okay, a notepad with pictures on it, okay, and you'll have a bag of grass and some bird. Okay, so this is what I will go ahead and show the students. Okay, so these are the 2 pictures, okay. So you need to find these pictures inside the big one, okay. And on the pictures, there are English words. You have to write down using a marker in your black bag, okay. Write the English words on here. When you finish writing this, make this into a Jesus, okay, and write the Jesus over here in this box, okay. This box, items and grass, is you'll see a little bag, okay. You need to write down what it looks like, okay. And every crime scene there will be a paper bird clue, 就是paper 线索, and then you have to write it over here. Sometimes you have to look at the color, sometimes you have to look at the symbol, okay? Alright, I won't tell you any more, so you guys have to figure out within your team how to solve this first crime scene, okay? And remember, you can open your black bag to find tools you need to solve this crime scene. Okay, go. If you're missing something, let me know. My students might still miss it. Okay, and you can open your black bag and find the tools you need that can help you. Okay? So you might see this magnifying glass that might help you. Okay? Yes, perfect. You can use the magnifying glass. Yeah, that might help. Yeah? Okay, all of you guys finished so far? Okay, remember to write the 句子 up here in the first box over here. Okay, the 句子. Okay. So all the English words you put together. So what would this be? Can you tell me? What would this sentence? Yeah, perfect. Okay, good. Okay. You guys tell me you guys got it? Okay. You guys almost finished? Okay, you guys read me the sentence? Yeah, perfect.
What's next?
Okay, and then write the information up in the box. Yeah. Crime scene 1, yes, right there. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So one thing, since you guys are a very small group, when the group asks me what to do next, okay, usually I would have the student go ask another student. That way, students will keep, coming up to you, okay, and that kind of risks your scroll a little bit too. Anyway, so you guys all found it? Okay, so what? And then I'll pull a stick. Which group? Tell me what the sentence is. Okay. All right. So please put everything back. So when you tidy things with kids, especially little kids, you want to have a sample picture for them. Okay, so I have a sample picture here for you guys. And I'll say, please put this inside here, this inside here, the grass inside, and the bird inside only. In crime scene 1 bag, only these things inside this. Okay? So it's always good to have a sample picture. Okay, because if I just tell you, okay, please put all of the, you won't even know. Okay? Because some students, they can't really